The time has come to create a balance between technology and people. We must increase our cybersecurity awareness to help us protect and secure both our personal assets and our company assets. The time for a people-centric cybersecurity approach is now, which means that cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. Cyber attackers do not care about age, gender, race, culture, beliefs, or nationality. They attack based on opportunity or potential financial gain, and they attack irrespective of whom the victim is. So do your part, be cyber smart.
Hi, in this video, I will lay the feasible tips that will help train end users about cybersecurity. There are two types of employees when it comes to cybersecurity. We have a major risk employees and a minimal risk employees. Now, minimal risk employees have been trained, have sense of what behavior is unsafe, and when to take actions to protect themselves and their organization. And last, these employees understand terms like phishing attack and report them immediately.
Cyber risks are present in everything we do, whether through work, shopping online, spending time on social media, or using services from your banking or healthcare provider. Cyber criminals are looking to exploit sensitive data for monetary or political gain. You are the first line and most effective defense against their actions. To give you some perspective of the impact you can have, 95% of cybersecurity breaches are caused in part to human error. Now, what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is the practice of defending computers, servers, mobile devices, electronic systems, networks, and data from malicious attacks. It is also known as information technology security or electronic information security. What is the goal of cybersecurity? The goal of cybersecurity is to reduce the risk of cyber attacks and protect organizations and individuals from the intentional and unintentional exploitation of security weaknesses and system networks. Now, who is responsible for cybersecurity? Everyone. Everyone is responsible for protecting our company's information from cyber attack. What is cyber attack? Cyber attack is any attempt to gain unauthorized access to a computer, computing system, or computer network with the intent to cause damage. Cyber attacks aim to disable, disrupt, destroy, or control computer systems, or to block, delete, or steal the data held within this system. Now, the most common type of attack is phishing attack, which we most often encounter. Phishing is a type of online scam where criminals impersonate legitimate organizations via email, text message, advertisement, or other means in order to steal sensitive information. And this is usually done by including a link that will appear to take you to the company's website to fill in your information, but the website is a clever fake and the information you provide goes straight to the crooks behind the scam. So how phishing email works?
In a phishing attack, the attacker pretends to be a trusted entity and tricks the user into opening an email, text, or instant message. Next, the user is enticed into downloading an attachment, clicking a link, or providing sensitive information such as login credentials.
How can you spot a phishing attack? Number 1. From field line, Email says it's coming from a trusted source, but it is actually came from a personal email service. Stop and ask yourself, do you know the sender? Do you normally communicate with the sender? Or does the sender name match the email address? Number 2. Look at the date, sending in unusual time. Stop and ask yourself, do you receive an email that would get during regular business hours but it was sent an unusual time? Number 3. The subject line. Email subject does not match with the email content. Stop and ask yourself, does the subject line match with the content of the email? Does the subject line create a sense of urgency? Number 4. Look at the attachment. Never open a file attachment unless you are 100% sure that it came from a trusted source. Stop and ask yourself, do you expecting to receive an attachment? Do you normally receive attachments from the sender? Number 5. Use of language and punctuation. Vague or generic salutation, spelling or grammatical errors indicate a fake email. Stop and ask yourself, does the email contains obvious spelling and grammatical errors? Does the language in the email seem out ordinary for the sender? Number 6. Hyperlinks. Hover over a link without clicking. This shows where the link actually takes you. If you don't recognize the site, don't click. Stop and ask yourself, does the text of the link match the link's destination?
What should you do if you receive a phishing mail? First, examine all the phishing indicators. Second, do not click any link or pictures. Links can direct you to spoof web pages or download harmful files on your system. The email sender could gain access to company systems, steal your personal information or company information, or even distribute malware into the company network. Third, in some cases, the act of opening email attachment from phishing email may compromise the security of your personal identifiable information or PII. So do not open or download any email attachment. Fourth, do not reply to sender and do not provide your login credentials or any personal information. Replying email can leak your company's email signature that could enable them to craft more convincing spear phishing templates as well as giving them more potential targets. It also notifies them that the email address is active and can figure out your physical location. The hackers can also sell your email to other attackers. Fifth, do not forward any phishing email to anyone else. This act will help others to avoid phishing attempts. In this case, the user clicked the link that compromised the Aikawa system. Sixth, report the attack to EDP in order to protect yourself and others. Lastly, delete the phishing mail immediately and permanently. This act will prevent yourself from accidentally opening the message in the future. How to report a phishing mail? Number 1. View the sender's real email address. You can do it by the following. Check the properties of the message source detail. Click on and highlight the email you want to analyze. Right-click the message in the message list, then choose Properties, or while viewing the message in the reading pane or in a message window, click Ctrl plus F3. Hovering your mouse over the sender's name. Click on and highlight the email you want to analyze. On the message detail, find the sender's name, then hover your mouse over it. Number 2. Screenshot the message. You must ensure that the real email address is shown on the screen. Just press the Print Screen button. Number 3. Open new Excel file and paste the screenshot by pressing Ctrl V. Number 4. Send Excel as an email attachment. Here are the steps in attaching the workbook to an email. On the File tab, tap Save and Send button. Then select Send using email, and last, tap Send as attachment button. Number 5. Use phishing email as a subject line. When an email reaches the inbox folder, email subject line is the first text that you can see after the sender name. It is the most important factors to get your recipient's attention. The recipient can decide whether he will open it or not. It can also help you to facilitate searching emails when you want to track something. 6. Once you're done composing your email or message, click the red exclamation point to assign a priority to your email. The red exclamation point denotes high priority, which means that the email is important and needs to be read immediately. Lastly, send email to IT support. Send only to Sir Nick and Miss Joanne's email address. What will you do if you responded to a phishing email? Responding to a phishing email is an act of replying, clicking on link, or downloading of attachment. If you think a scammer has your information, you will see the specific steps to take based on the information that you lost. If your online login or password was exposed or lost, change your password by logging to the real site and change your compromised credentials by implementing strong password and additional security questions. If your social security number, debit or credit card number, bank account information, driver's license information, and other personal information was lost or exposed, contact the organization that was spoofed. Let the company know that you changed your password. Follow their instructions for safeguarding your account and information. If you gave out financial information, you may need to cancel your existing card and get a new one. Delete the downloaded files right away. Scan the computer using the antivirus software. Antivirus software can examine your computer, alerting you to any files that may have been infected. Check your accounts regularly. Review your bank and credit card accounts regularly to check for suspicious activity. If you previously detected suspicious or unfamiliar activity and set a fraud alert or credit freeze on your credit report, you may consider leaving it in place until you think it's okay to remove it. And watch for any bills from utility companies or other service providers that aren't yours. Unplug the computer network. This will reduce the risk of malware spreading to other devices on your network, prevent the malware from sending out sensitive information from your device, and keep someone from remotely accessing your device. Remember, a legitimate organization or business will never ask you to share sensitive personal information via insecure channels like email, text, or pop-up messages. If the message is truly important, the sender will attempt to contact you through verified methods like telephone.
Tom, you received a letter. Is it from the bank?
In this case, the user clicked the link that compromised the Aikawa system.
What's wrong with my computer?
What we will do to handle and respond in any incident. Step 1. User must disconnect the device network. Then report the incident to IT support immediately. Do not do anything to your computer. Just leave it hung. Draft first the following details before you will report to EDP. Computer station number, date and time the incident happened, user full name who detected the incident, caller contact number, nature of incident, how it was discovered, list of affected systems or transactions, list of affected internal or external parties. Step 2. EDP will isolate the affected network. By temporarily suspend the network, disconnect to internet, check if the remote is disabled. Step 3. EDP will disseminate the information. Information can be disseminated by the use of email. If email was compromised, use of paging system is needed. Seek for IRD's support. These are the information needed to disseminate: nature of incident, estimated recovery date and time, affected parties and system, immediate action to address the incident. Step 3. Inform the affected parties. These are the following responsible in charge: for customer, marketing or PCMC section; for supplier or providers, purchasing section; for company operations, EDP and IRD section; for government agencies, SEQ, IRD, Finance, or HRD section. Step 4. Restore and return the affected systems and devices back into business environment. Needed for the restoration process: backup main station with installed basic software, user account checklist, updated user list per station, updated software and hardware list, backup email address, software license, new user password, backup user data including their email. Step 5. Conduct a post-incident analysis. This is to assess all the processes and people that were affected by the attack so that it never happens again. Review the incident including incident current status, final root cause analysis, action taken to resolve it, preventive action, in charge for every action, response started and how long it lasted, and discuss what you have learned from the incident.
If you follow these safeguards and report anything suspicious to your IT department right away, you do your part to protect us from cyber threats. Thank you, and be safe.